Did you want to kill him, Buck?
Well, I bet I did.
What did he do to you?
Him? He never done nothing to me.
Well, then what did you want to kill him for?
Why, nothing. Only it's on account of the feud.
What's a feud?
Why? Where were you raised? Don't you know what a feud is?
Never heard of it before. Tell me about it.
Well, a feud is this way. A man has a quarrel with another man and kills him. Then that other man's brother kills him. Then the other brothers on both sides goes for one another, and then the cousins chip in, and by everybody's killed off. And then there ain't no more feud, but it's kind of slow and takes a long time. What was the trouble about Buck? Land?
I reckon maybe, I don't know.
Well, who done the shooting? Was it a Grangerford or a Shepherdson?
Laws, how do I know? It was so long ago.
Don't anybody know?
Oh yes, Pa knows, I reckon, and some of the other older people, but they don't know now what the row was about in the first place.
Has there been many killed, Buck?
Yes, right smart chance of funerals. But they don't always kill. Pa got a few buckshot in him, but he don't mind it 'cause he don't weigh much anyway. Bob's been carved up some with a bowie, and Tom's been hurt once or twice.
So, Buck, what was the feud about anyway? Land?
I reckon. I don't really know. I'm not even sure if some of the old people know.
So it's about nothing then?
Well, there was something about a shooting, but we're not sure if it was a Grangerford or a Shepherdson.
So how many people were killed anyway?
Well, not everyone's killed every time. See, sometimes some people just get shot in the leg or just stabbed in the arm, you know. A few scrapes and bruises, but we all get past it.
So the typical fattens?
The typical fattens. I remember this one time about the feud.
Hello, excuse me, sir, but do you happen to know where the church is?
Why, of course. You walk about 3 miles down this road, and then you take a right on Applecrest Lane, and the church will be down about 2 miles on your left.
Thank you so much, good sir. I thought I was going to be late for the sermon.
Oh, of course not. I gotta get skedaddling, actually.
Okay.
But it was really nice meeting you.
Thank you so much.
It's a Shepherdson.
Caleb, we gotta talk. Next Sunday, we all went to church, about 3 miles, everybody a horseback. The men took their guns along, so did Buck, and kept them between their knees or stood them handy against the wall. The Shepherdsons done the same. It was a pretty ordinary preaching, all about brotherly love and such like tiresomeness, but everybody said it was a good sermon, and they all talked about it going home. It had such a powerful lot to say about faith and good works and free grace and predestination. I don't know what all, that it did seem to me that one of the roughest Sundays I had run across yet.
What a lovely service. Praise Jesus.
Everything's all right now, except tools, and that's easy fixed.
Tools?
Yes.
Tools for what?
Why, to dig with. We ain't a-going to gnaw him out, are we?
Ain't them old crippled picks and things in there good enough to dig a man out with?
Huck Finn, did you ever hear of a prisoner having picks and shovels and all the modern conveniences in his wardrobe to dig himself out with? Now I want to ask you, if you got any reasonableness in you at all, what kind of show would that give to him to be a hero? Why, they might as well lend him the key and done it. Picks and shovels? Why, they wouldn't furnish 'em to a king.
Well then, if we don't want the picks and shovels, what do we want?
A couple of case knives.
To dig the foundations out from under the cabin with?
Yes.
Confound it, it's foolish, Tom.
It don't make no difference how foolish it is. It's the right way, and it's the regular way, and there ain't no other way that I've ever heard of. And I've read all the books that gives us any information about these things. They always dig out with a case knife, and not through the dirt, mind you. Generally, it's through solid rock, and it takes them weeks and weeks and weeks and forever and ever. Why, look at one of them prisoners in the bottom dungeon of the Castle Death in the harbor of Miss Sally's. He dug himself out of the way. How long was he at it, you reckon?
I don't know.
Hi, Tom. What you doing?
Why, Huck, I'm digging Jim out.
With a spoon?
Yes, with a spoon just like in the adventure novels. Now grab a spoon and sit down and help me.
But this is foolish. The door is right there.
It doesn't matter if it's foolish or not, Huck. This is how it's supposed to be done. It is the right way.
Why is it the right way?
Because it's just like it is in the adventure novels. You can't have fun unless you're doing it just like the adventure novels. See, if we just walked 5 steps over to that door and opened it up and let Jim out, I don't really care because that's not fun.
But this might take weeks. That would only take a few minutes to get him out.
Weeks is more fun than a few minutes. So keep digging with the spoons. It's worth it. I want an adventure.
All right, if you say so. So, Buck, what is the shoot? Buck, what was the...
Okay.
What was the fighting about anyway, Lan?
What? Oh. The dog is in the back.
Well,
Now sit down, grab a spoon. Grab a spoon.
excuse me, sir. Do you know what the church is?
Hello, kind sir. You take a I need directions.
What you doing, Tom?